Football Dad's Army, so it looks like Arsenal have identified a replacement for Thomas Partey, who looks to be on his way out of the club. I mean, he was going to leave last summer, go to Saudi, but I think he knocked that one back. There's a few clubs interested in Thomas Partey that have come to light, Barcelona being one, and that would probably be a good fit for Thomas Partey. He won't cost them that much money. We know that Barcelona are in a little bit of financial trouble as well, so you know, that could be a good fit for Thomas Partey to go and finish his career out in Spain. You know, they've got the weather and, you know, the league's a lot slower than the Premier League. It might fit him a bit better as he's going or approaching his twilight of his career. So the player that has been linked recently, and I did do a video on this. If you go back on my channel, you will see I did say this is a player that I would go for to replace Thomas Partey myself, and I surprised us all. I said it, I called it. Everton's Amadou Onana, perfect replacement for Thomas Partey. I think he's a fantastic player. He's got the similar attributes, similar stamp, you know, and I think it would be a great partner for Declan Rice. It would be, they'd work so well together, in my opinion. And I think it'd be, he's young enough, you know, and I think it'd be a formidable partnership there in that centre of midfield, and they can both swap. They can both play the 6. They can both play the 8, and this is the narrative of the central midfield, especially nowadays. There's a lot of people talking about, is he a 6, is he an 8, but both of them players, Declan Rice and Amadou Onana, can play both roles brilliantly, and they can swap over. Remind me of the days of Vieira and Petit, and Vieira and Gilberto Silva, when that was happening then. And we haven't really had that since. Well, you know, with Thomas Partey playing the last few games of the season, being paired up with Declan Rice, that we did see it, and it did really work well. So I'm looking forward to this one. I hope this one goes through, and I've got a good feeling about this one. The next one is Xavi Simmons, the PSG player. Has been on loan. He was on loan at PSV last season before last season. He was at RB Leipzig. Brilliant player, attacking midfielder, can play on the right or the left. He's got all the attributes for that Arsenal really like. He's versatile, he's attacking. I mean, Vieira, Arteta loves an attack with his attacking players, to be versatile to any players really. He likes versatility in his squad, in his players, and Xavi Simmons could be the perfect competition for Bukayo Saka on that right hand side, for Martin Odegaard through the middle, and even for Trossard and Martinelli on the left. He can play all across there. He's brilliant player, can score goals, quick. He's got great game awareness. You know, he's very creative as well, and that would be another fantastic signing for Arsenal. And it could be a key signing as well, because there's been a lot of talk about not having anybody that could compete with Bukayo Saka. I mean, you know, they talk about Reece Nelson, but the levels will drop dramatically with Reece Nelson replacing, God forbid, if there was an injury to Bukayo Saka, or if he loses form. I mean, he lost a bit of form in the last 2 years. He lost form towards the end of both these seasons, but we never had adequate replacement for him, and this is what the problem's been. Is it been a problem? He's quite robust, but you know, he can't go on forever, and he is being played a hell of a lot. He's playing a lot of football, a lot of games, and you know, it would even mean that he could have a rest. Signing Xavi Simmons, you know, he could be just as good. I mean, he might not be quite at Saka's level just yet. He's a couple of years younger, I believe, but I mean, the potential is there. He's played like 14 or 15 times for the Netherlands, Holland already, at such a young age as well. So for me, perfect signing for Arsenal, something we desperately need as well. Right, moving on from from Javi Simmons, and a player that I've actually said won't happen, but this rumour will not go away. Napoli's Victor Osimhen. Now, he's got a release clause or a buyout clause in his contract, 115 million, and no club in Europe wants to pay that. We know that. I've seen loads of content and loads of other channels actually state this, that no clubs in Europe want to go to that level. They've got a new manager now, Antonio Conte. He's going to want to get business done quick as possible. He's going to want to know whether he's got his team for next season or not as soon as possible. And you know he loves Lukaku, so he'd probably be looking to bring in Lukaku if Victor Osimhen does leave. But it's being touted out there that we're actually preparing a bid of around 65 to 70 million to test the waters with Napoli. I mean, I wouldn't want to go much higher than that. We know that Arteta loves Kai Havertz, and I've said that in a previous video as well, that Havertz will be Arteta's #1 first choice striker for the new season. But bringing in Victor Osimhen, I didn't believe it would happen. I really didn't believe it. I didn't think we would go there, because I don't think anyone would want to play second fiddle. Any striker of that calibre would want to play a second fiddle to Kai Havertz. So I thought, I was writing it off immediately, but this just won't go away, this rumour. So maybe there is a chance it might happen. You never know. It's possible. Stranger things have happened. So if we do sign Victor Osimhen, would he be a starter, or would he? I'd start him in front of Havertz, because I think he's a better player than Havertz. So definitely a better striker, out-and-out striker than Havertz. He does score goals. He didn't have the greatest goal-scoring record last season for Napoli, but the season before, everybody wanted him at the end of that. At the end of that season, when Napoli won the league, and it was a lot to do with Victor Osimhen, everybody wanted him. Every club in Europe was after him, and that's probably why they put such a high release clause in his contract of 115 million. But then it's not so popular this year. It's not so Arsenal looking to think, oh, maybe we might get him for a cut price deal. Would be great business. But had you said it to a player like Victor Osimhen, who's going to want to start every game regardless of who's he's competing against, he's going to want to start every single game. So there is that issue there. And would Kai Havertz want to stay? Would it see the end of Kai Havertz? Would he be moved on? Who knows? I mean, it's difficult to say. But would I sign? I would sign Victor Osimhen, and I would play him in front of Kai Havertz. But he's going to have to somehow, Arteta, I'm talking about, he's going to have to somehow sell it to the player and say, look, you'll be starting. You're going to have to compete. So and so, you know, whatever. I would love to know what you think out there. Let me know about the top 3 picks that I've picked out. I think them 3, if we do sign them 3 players, we've got a fantastic chance of winning the league. We have. And I'll tell you what as well, we are the fixture list. We've got Wolves in the first game of the season. But during it, I can't remember the exact order of these games. I remember Wolves is the first game at the Emirates. But then in them first 5 games, the 3 away games, we've got 3 away games in the first 5 games, and the away games is Aston Villa, Tottenham and Man City. Getting them tough away games out of the way nice and early in the season is brilliant news for me. I love that, because you know when you come into the end of the season, you think, oh shit, we've still got to go to the Etihad like we did this year. Oh, we still got to go to Spurs. You know, it's something that I'm happy to get out of the way nice and early. Listen, stick a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you ain't already, put your comments in there. I'll be back soon. Talk to you later.